How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? This has been such an exciting week for me because I have had the distinct pleasure of getting thoroughly harassed. And I know I say that often. You guys harass me often, but this time is different. I have received at least 200 messages from people begging me to react to this show. And I receive recommendations to react to shows all the time. But what makes this unique is that not only have people sent me tweets from people who worked on this show also begging me to react to it, but people I know personally from high school and college have also reached out and asked me to watch this show. People I personally know from high school and college don't even reach out to ask me how I'm doing. I've had people who I assumed thought I was dead contact me this week because I'm not watching Dead Boy Detectives yet. I've never been so popular about a thing I had no part in creating. But today, aw hell, I may just have a part in saving this show. Because the only thing I truly know about Dead Boy Detectives is that it's gay and it was canceled, which as of late has kind of been the whole theme of my channel. Between the Owl House and Good Omens, probably, I'm really not shocked that Dead Boy Detectives was the next logical progression for this page. And look, I truly do not believe that me making a video on this show will play any part in actually saving it. But if I make this video and then coincidentally Netflix renews Dead Boy Detectives for another season, I get to take the credit for it. And boy oh boy, what an awesome flex that would be at my next high school reunion. So we're gonna check it out. I put on my nicest clothes for a completely unrelated event. This is not for the show, things kinda just lined up this way. We're gonna get into Dead Boy Detectives. Oh, I just caught the Netflix description for this show. This is about two teenage ghost detectives. Oh, no wonder it's gay. A ghost is like the gayest thing you can be. You kidding me, dude? Tain't nothing gayer than a ghost. Oh, you're gonna traverse this mortal plane for eternity in search of a higher purpose? What, are you gonna suck a dick while you're at it too? Finish your business like a man. Pass on, pussy.
Right, so this guy's supposed to be haunting the museum. Why is he chasing us out into the streets? We were trying to help.
I would deduce from his screaming that he doesn't want our help, Charles.
First off, this is the slowest panicked run I've ever seen. This is such a comfortably light jog considering they're being chased by a ghost. Second, is it just me, or does the guy in the blue look like what would happen if you asked AI to generate 20-year-old Eddie Redmayne? That's not an insult. This man is very handsome. He just really almost looks like Eddie Redmayne. He's not full Newt Scamander, but he's Newt Scamandish.
Iron knife. Give him a right smart burn if he tries anything. So we clip the mask.
I love these two thoroughly expositing to each other about stuff they clearly both already know. Iron knife. The ghost killing knife. The knife what kills ghosts. Yeah, I know. This'll give that ghost a right killing if he gets too close. I know! Just give me the knife!
Right. Small hiccup there. I left it back at the office.
I don't know if I've ever seen an actor have more fun in a role other than David Tennant as Crowley. This dude loves being a ghost boy detective. This guy's already having a blast.
Shoot a messenger! String 'em up!
Oh, okay, damn, wait, this might actually be sick.
I stay in this world to help them move on. It's my unfinished work.
Sounds like us, right, Edwin? Go solving the cases no one else can.
I came to you.
Is it wrong that I kinda want Edwin to hit this guy? Does he say that every time a client comes in? Because that's gonna be every client. Unfinished business, huh? Sounds a bit like us, doesn't it? We all have unfinished business, mate. We're ghosts! Yo, I love a cloud of dust exploding from someone when they get hit. That's such a kung fu movie technique that also makes no sense because why the hell is everybody so dusty? But it's like one of my favorite action tropes. It does kind of make sense here though, because if you asked me what kind of person is most likely to be incredibly dusty, World War II Ghost is definitely at the top of my list.
I'll need Take it!
Oh, give him his mask back. This is a way worse alternative. Nobody ever gives Netflix credit for this, but Netflix really paved the way for mainstream R-rated family television. And I know R-rated family television sounds like nonsense, but it's like absolutely a genre. Like before Netflix, if you wanted your show to be R-rated, it had to be on HBO, Stars, or Showtime, and it had to be exclusively for adults. And then Stranger Things came along. It was gory and scary as hell, and it made R-rated television mainstream for all ages. I mean, most ages. Like, obviously, ages like 1 through 12 aren't watching Stranger Things. But 13 through death definitely are. It has a mostly child-led cast and a bunch of D&D references, so it appeals to younger audiences. And streaming services, at least at the time, were like really tough to regulate if you were a parent, or most parents just like didn't really know about the parental controls. And so a lot of kids had access to all of this rated R content without their parents being able to really monitor it. And that paved the way for studios to start making content that was really gory, had a lot of swears and mature themes, but was still targeted towards a teenage audience. Like The Umbrella Academy, Castlevania, Arcane, and honestly, like genuinely, what really started it was Netflix's Daredevil, because that came out before Stranger Things and was also R-rated and like a superhero thing, so of course kids were gonna watch it. But like Stranger Things was a phenomenon. And I feel like it does work better with some shows than others. Like, does anyone else find Wednesday super weird? Like, Wednesday feels like a whole-ass kid's show until it's randomly excessively gory, and you're just sitting there like, who is this for? Who is your audience? Like, why not just take out the gore and make this show actually for everybody? Now when my niece comes up to me and asks why she can't watch Wednesday, I have to be like, oh, I don't know, I guess it's because Tim Burton wanted to make a rated R Disney Channel show.
Hey, it's all right, mate. You won the war. Kids read about it in school books, yeah? You've done brilliantly.
I like how exorcising a ghost is one part finding an item they're attached to and burning it, and one part, like, helping them cope with moving on to the afterlife. Like, that's cool. I like that they're ghost detectives until they have to become ghost therapists.
We have to hide before death comes to collect him. Or she will take us too.
This show is really well lit, really well acted. It looks great. But it's really bad with exposition. Like, they're just really not even trying to make this dialogue sound natural. Right? Like, again, wouldn't he already know that? Like, here it sounds like Edwin is nagging his partner for no reason. Like, it feels super forced. But what if he was like, we have to hide before death comes to collect him? Okay, just one more minute. I want to calm him down first. We don't have a minute. Do you want her to come and collect us too? At least that way, there's a reason that Edwin is feeding his partner information he already knows.
Hello, Wilfred.
Holy shit, does this show take place in the fucking Sandman universe? What? Since when? What are the odds this is just a coincidence? Like, this show and the Sandman coincidentally cast the same woman as Death and, like, gave him the exact same jewelry. Dude, what? Are the Dead Boy detectives, like, in the Sandman comics? I've read them. I'm pretty sure they're not. This is so strange. That must be like a new thing. I know like intermittently they come out with like new Sandman content and I like have never gotten into that. That's so crazy that Netflix is like, or I guess was trying to build a Sandman connected universe.
So filled with anger and with hate. You seem a lot better now.
Dude, I had such a crush on Death when I was in high school. You know, like most teenagers. Sandman's depiction of Death is like one of my all-time favorite comic book characters because I love how she like gently coerces people into the afterlife. She like becomes their friend for a day and eases them on. Like, it's such a beautiful concept. I like this weird, spooky opening. It's just a bunch of skeletons running bits, but it's super fun.
Come on, Edwin. I picked this just for you, mate. Boxing's a gentleman's sport, innit?
When will I have to hit someone, Charles? I've been dead since 1916.
Oh, let's go! Ghost boxing! Also, what do you mean, when will you have to hit someone? Charles had a scissor kick a ghost from 1942, like 5 minutes ago.
You know, just right into their skulls, brains and blood everywhere, and your magic doesn't work.
Love his comically large boxing gloves. He looks like he's about to go 12 rounds against Popeye.
Come on. Hey.
You know, when I asked if Edwin could hit Charles, I really didn't expect this show to give me a serious answer.
He's the brains, I'm the brawn. Getting things done.
You are the brawn.
Yeah? Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Edwin looks like he could really fuck a dude up with that spiffy little bow tie. Also, it's taken me way too long to say this, but Charles's little earring goes so fucking hard. I've never seen a single earring pull somebody's entire look together, but my god is this dude glowing.
Only lately, she has been a bit more...
Was the before really necessary? You could have just said she's been eating raw fish out of the dumpster and I would have believed something was up. What, is she possessed by Smeagol? How is this ghost related?
The style of your hair and your middle Victorian coin purse point to your death in the late 1800s, meaning you're older than us, supernaturally speaking. You've had plenty of time to learn how to exist as a ghost.
Oh, he's Sherlock Holmesing her. Get absolutely deduced, bitch. I like how Charles is the brawn when it comes to literally any physical activity, including arts and crafts. Don't get me wrong, he absolutely murdered that tapestry. He killed that tapestry so hard, it's kissing boys now. But still.
I'll get the disguises.
Horrifying disguises. Fucking what? Incredible bit. Those were just two unrelated clowns. Funny bit, but if there's time after this demon, do you guys mind checking out what the fuck was up with those clowns? A pair of clowns is always trouble. No clown has ever sought out another one with good intentions. Pretty obnoxious of Edwin to be like, when would I ever need to learn how to box? When they are constantly getting into fights. I thought he was like, when would I ever need to learn how to box? That World War II ghost was the first violent one we've met in the past 40 years. I didn't know he was like, why would I need to learn how to fight? I'll just let you get beat up. What? Fucking grab it, guys! That's a level 3 sheet ghost you're dealing with. I like how a literal demon just got up and scampered away and they're just like, that's probably fine.
It's all right now, innit? You're Crystal, yeah?
Yeah. Crystal Palace,
There is no way your name is Crystal Palace. What are you, a prostitute?
It's aces, right? We're ghosts and we solve mysteries.
Oh yeah, Ghost, got it. Just a stupid fucking name.
Your name is Crystal Palace. Also, wild she just woke up on the subway with two strangers hovering over her and they're like, hey, you wanna come crash at our place? And she said yes. Maybe she is a prostitute.
Thanks for getting David out of me. And for letting me crash.
Like the horrifying and powerful demon who possessed you was named David.
Yeah, and you let him scamper away, so maybe you should be a little relieved he isn't as intimidating as you thought he was.
You know, you have to cut Edwin some slack. He spent a bunch of decades in hell.
He did fucking what?
It was a clerical error.
That is the worst clerical error anyone has ever made. Whoever made that mistake belongs in hell. That'd be like going to court for jury duty and then accidentally getting convicted of murder. That'd be like if at the OJ trial, the judge was like, actually, I think the prosecution killed her. Hang him!
I don't remember exactly, but I have the feeling that people didn't like me very much, or they weren't so nice.
Yeah, I bet you're fucking mean.
The postman came while you were out.
There's a ghost postman?
Call him the Ghostman!
Imagine if we had a psychic around for the case of the shrieking doll. Plus, she can help out with the living, right? Help out.
That's actually a fantastic idea. I assume a lot of their cases involve them interacting around humans. Wouldn't it be great to have someone on their team who could interact with the humans? I don't know why I'm calling them humans, as if the ghosts aren't also humans. Like when you die, you turn into a lizard person or something.
Dark, unnatural. It's right up our street.
This is in the States. We're not crossing an ocean based on a missing person's flight. There's not even a...
Oh, it's nowhere near your street, actually. How the fuck did he end up with this missing persons flyer from a different country? I don't think I've ever seen a missing girl flyer from my own country. At least not a physical one.
Easier to just walk through a mirror. We'd have been here in a snap.
Oh, and you can't do the mirror hopping thing because you're stuck with a human. So we took a boat. I get it.
That's such a reasonable complaint considering you guys are racing against the clock to save this missing girl right now. There's a 10-year-old girl in some horrible situation right now, and Crystal's just like, relax. What's a 14-hour flight?
But just remember, Charles, it's the Dead Boy Detective Agency. Not the 2 dead boys and 1 sad psychic girl detective agency.
Oh, you guys can be the 2.5 dead boys detective agency.
That girl's room is wallpapered with anime and loads of pictures of guys.
Oh, let's go! Maybe she watches my channel! If one of those guys is Alex Brightman or Rompo Edagawa, then the chances are high.
Jesus, where did he go?
He's trying to prove a point, isn't he?
Oh, point proven. That was fucking sick. I loved him just hopping into it like it was an endless puddle. That was sassy as hell.
Pots on the stove, crow in a cage, no sign of anyone.
Except for the boiling pot of water and every light in the house being turned on. What are you talking about? That's such a sign that somebody is home.
Do you know anything about this house?
It's not like the cat is gonna toss.
Fuck you. I'm not telling you nothing about that house or the witch inside.
Oh, that's a good cat. That's a classic red-blooded American cat right there. Our pussies don't snitch.
Those girls are staring at me.
Perhaps it's your outfit.
How dare you? She looks fucking rad. This girl's got such a sick character design. I love her hair. I love her giant purple jacket with wolf patches sewn into it. Also, how dare Edwin criticize her outfit? He looks like he's cosplaying Doctor Who on a budget.
David the Demon.
Was there a chance of this being any other David? David the Pilates instructor. How did you invade my mind? This is what happens when you don't stretch, bitch!
Where are we?
Oh, come on, you should know.
Oh, they're in Idaho. Can you believe I have the audacity to criticize this show's writing when I'm making Idaho jokes? Once again, though, my God, does this show look good. What a cool effect. What a sick, weird, terrifying liminal space. I also kind of forgot to talk about it before, but there was a really sick, like, train sequence where they rotate, like, a real train car. I got, like... I was awful at my job because I got so sucked into it that I didn't make a single reaction, but it was very cool. This show has such a budget, such a visual budget.
You didn't even want this case.
You already have a witch to deal with, and you remember how powerful her demon was in our tube encounter?
Just stop saying her demon. He's not my demon. And that was scary.
I like that. That was a good outburst. He's not my demon says so much about her relationship to David and how much he traumatized her. Hey, hi, it's me. Once again, I horribly mismanaged my time. I ended up having to go to that event halfway through recording this. So here I am, once again, in a completely different outfit several hours later. Back to the show.
Look, we have to remember what she's been through.
What she's been through? I spent over 70 years in hell.
Super fair retort. If this were a shit I've been through contest, Edwin would absolutely win. All things considered, Edwin's a pretty nice dude. And he so doesn't have to be. Accidentally spending 70 years in real hell and not becoming a huge asshole over it is such an accomplishment.
Offer up this little Marianne to the demon Saal as a sacrifice.
How was 70 years in hell not even the worst thing you've been through? Your boy got straight up sacrificed to the nightmare god Cthulhu, and Charles is over here like, but think about what she's been through.
So technically, I've got to take you to hell. It's not that bad though.
Oh my goodness! Good golly. Holy, and I cannot stress this enough, moly, what an awful time. Objectively, the worst time. What an absolute sympathy magnet Edwin has just become.
And like seconds after my toxic ex harassed me, which was not okay, like I'm not okay. Then those boys lecture me in an alley after I helped them with their thing.
Help them? Help them with what? The case in a different country you told them to go solve after they undemoned you? They hardly even want to be here. They had to take a flight. A fucking flight to America because your non-ghostly ass can't teleport. You have nothing to be mad at them for.
Are they your friends, or? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, do I even need them as friends when they only care about what's important to them?
You met them yesterday, and all they've done so far is help you with your problems.
Hello? Hi.
Holy shit, she is a weeb. No, not because she bathed herself in an anime aura. Any basic otaku can do that. I'm talking about the tennis anime poster. Nobody who's just casually into anime is fucking watching the Prince of Tennis.
Are these your parents? Oh my god, I never even thought about the fact that they could still be alive.
Look, this is for sure sad, but any tragic backstory is gonna seem pretty tame when next to I spent 70 years in hell.
By the time I realized what he was, I guess it didn't matter.
I'll be honest, I don't blame her. Finding out your crush is a demon objectively only makes them hotter. Oh my goodness, I retract my previous statement. That was the most graphic demonic possession I've ever seen in my life. You know how many fucking witches I dated in college?
Wow. She really looks like a witch. Like kind of a sexy witch who smokes a lot.
Wow, speaking of witches I would have let break my heart in college. Charles, I couldn't have said it better myself. This woman could ruin my life and I would thank her for it. She looks like she should be the mayor of Las Vegas. Give her a hook hand and she'll be ready to beat the shit out of Luffy. Yo, this witch might not be as big of an issue as you guys are making her out to be. Honestly, give her enough time, and she'll probably just kill herself. She went to the post office with the stove on and a glass jar full of dried up plants next to it. Don't even worry about burning her alive, her fucking house will do it for you. Yeah, that's right, Edwin. Get scootin'. Edwin! Oh, too much of a scoot! Yo, this show is shockingly gorgeous sometimes. That also looked incredible. I know they literally just yanked the actor by a wire, but that shot was so sick.
Hi, I'm Esther. It was kind of rude of you to break into my house.
Oh my lord, remove every line, actor, and scene from this show that doesn't involve this woman. You guys want a reason to beg Netflix to uncancel this show? I found your reason. It's wearing fishnets and has an absolute stranglehold on my imagination.
There's a girl missing, and...
Oh, I see. Never mind. I could never give her away. I'm a collector.
I got things you can collect. My heart, for one. If that doesn't entice you, might I interest you in a vast array of Pokeballs? Listen, what I lack in looks, I make up for in literally no other qualities, but I would treat you so well.
Keep mocking me, Crow. But I'll make you my friend eventually.
This show got so fun so randomly. The first half of this episode was a lot of world building and exposition, which was rough because it wasn't very natural. It was all very awkward and stiff. Now that they're busting into this witch's house like they're Seal Scream 6, it's so much more entertaining. Their personalities have a lot more opportunity to shine. The cinematography's going nuts out of nowhere. The whole show is really well lit and really well color graded. And now it's like, you got Charles up here in this weird angle, like it's building tension really well. You got Charles up on the counter, like pulling this rope from a bunch of really interesting camera angles. You got Edwin stuck in a pocket dimension or whatever with a giant snake slithering around. You got Crystal Palace outside mingling with the future love of my life. It just feels like the show snapped into gear, you know? Like I'm now being introduced to what I assume is this show's formula, which is like the gang on missions, you know? There was a bit of that in the very beginning with the World War II ghost, obviously, and that was really fun, but once they solved that, then it started to slow down. But like this last bit is like really has me hooked.
Well, not for you. You're almost paralyzed. It's the pipe. Shoot. Oh.
Witch, please. You're so quirky. What if I offered you a lot of money? Does that sound like something you might be interested in?
Teen girls have such lovely elasticity to their skin. I mean, you can stretch it yards.
Okay, now you're starting to say some wild shit that I really can't get behind. Yo, this is so hype. Did you see how much fucking dust Edwin had on him? He was like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Holy shit, this show is so expensive. What? What a crazy investment for Netflix to only dump 8 episodes into.
And you don't have to remember anything about that scary house or that scary darkness. You don't have to think about any of those bad things again, okay?
Yo, this girl better get a crazy Girl Scouts badge for going missing for 3 weeks. Right? Or at least like a free box of Samoas or something. I really thought she was gonna get blasted by a truck just then. I was so nervous during that entire interaction. Did that not feel like they were setting her up to get absolutely obliterated by a semi?
Found you two naughty boys. Didn't I?
Oh wow, this is about to get shockingly similar to Good Omens, isn't it? And that was episode 1 of the Dead Boy Detectives. It was fun. Like I said, it definitely grabbed me more in like the last 15 minutes than it had me during the middle. But if you like Umbrella Academy, if you like Good Omens, to an extent, it's really not that similar in vibe or tone as Good Omens, but like enough so that I understand why like the Good Omens crowd led me to this. If you like Wednesday, if you like, what was it? The Club of Anubis? Anyone remember that show? House of Anubis, if anybody remembers that Disney or Nickelodeon show. If those are the kind of vibes that you guys are into, you will eat up Dead Boy Detectives. In terms of like production, it's really firing on all cylinders. There are a lot of like gorgeous shots. It's really like they have a lot of fun in terms of the cinematography. It's all lit and color graded really well. All the actors do a great job and are having a blast playing in this show. The characters are fun, but like I said, I think I didn't get a chance to really like sink into them yet with just this first episode. I'm kind of excited about the second episode if I end up reacting to it, because I think with all this exposition out of the way, the show will really like hit its groove. Now, like I said, this show was recently canceled, and there is a movement / hypothesis that if there are enough voices, it will get uncanceled, which logically makes sense. So if you want to see more Dead Boy Detectives, keep being vocal about it. I, like most content creators and most studios, make content based on what people want to see. If enough people are vocal and loud about wanting to see something, that thing will get made. So just like if you want to see me react to the rest of Dead Boy Detectives, you should get in my comments, you should like this video, you should spread this video around. If you want to see a second season of this show, make sure you badger Netflix the way you badgered me. I do get the appeal. It's very well produced. The premise is fun. It's like a classic YA, kind of cheesy premise, but it's like confidently cheesy, which adds to its fun factor. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Umbrella Academy, if you're a fan of the Sandman comics, apparently, the Sandman Netflix show, anything like that, anything like My Chemical Romance core, you're going to love this. And like I said before, if you want to see me react to the rest of this series, let me know in the comments. If it does well, I will. But as you guys know, I am currently drowning in series right now, and the link click fans are getting angry. But like I said, supply meets demand. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode as well. Let me know what you think of Dead Boy Detectives. Let me know what you thought of the video, and I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I leave for now? I wrote